I'm continuing my conversation with one of the most remarkable, intelligent, vibrant, incredible young man I have met here in Hanoi. His name is Louis. Now, one of the things that's interesting about Louis, he loves to cook. Louis, tell me about this.
Well, cooking is something that I did from a very young age. My mother's was pregnant, my sister, so my mom couldn't stand a lot, and I have to cook for myself a lot during the summer because my parents went to work and I have no one's at home, so I have to cook for myself. And from that I have a lot of experience. I try some and it failed some, but I learned something, and from that I start watching YouTube videos.
And you learned.
I start searching for recipe that I want to do, because at that time I don't have a lot of money to go outside and eat.
Well, and one of the things about him is that his passion for cooking extends to he dabbles in cuisines from other nations. Is that right, Louis? You like to
Yes,
cook? Tell me, what do you like, for example?
Let's see. I love to cook Italian. Italian is something is very, very, very simple yet very delicious. With a margarita, you just only have tomatoes, basil, and olive oil. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Mozzarella as well.
Mozzarella.
Good mozzarella.
Well, when he mentions a margarita, he could fit in Texas quite well. Anyways, my friend, go ahead, tell me.
So for barbecuing, I don't do a lot in Vietnam because Vietnamese household they didn't have like the smoker like in US, but we do figure it out. There is the oven, so you can do double step. You can cook the ribs or piece of meat, and then after that we just grill it or we just like broil it, and you will have like a barbecue like in US.
Well, and the other thing about it, he also dabbles in French cuisine. He's also very fluent in French. Well, tell me about your French cooking.
So my French cooking is something very unusual because I don't have like a lot of experience in French cuisine, but somehow there is a French guy who went to my house, who lived with me like for like almost a year, and sometimes he just want to have like a very French dish. So we go into the supermarket with each other, and then after that I went to look some of the recipe online, and we just talk about it, and then we just made it the way that he wanted. And that is how I learned how to cook
in the French. French as well.
And in the French way.
The French.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's so it kept going on. French is having like the most fundamental cuisine in the world. Everyone have to base on it. So, it's good to know something about French cuisine.
Amazing, just incredible. He is an amazing man. We could speak with him forever, and we will in future episodes. That's the way it is in Hanoi, Vietnam.